Okay, let's picture this.
Yeah.
A place where rivers sparkle with gold dust.
Yeah.
Whole cities supposedly built from it. Temples shining like captured suns.
It's a powerful image, isn't it?
For centuries, this vision, El Dorado, it's captivated explorers, right? Fueled empires, driven people into the absolute deepest, most dangerous places.
Absolutely, a true obsession.
Tonight, though, we're not just chasing a myth. We're diving into something deeper, a real puzzle. Is El Dorado just a story, a lure for the greedy?
Or is there more to it?
Exactly. Could it hide some profound truths, maybe even forbidden ones about our history? Because this deep dive is going way beyond just a lost city. We'll get into some surprising theories. What if it's not a city, but a code? Or evidence of lost civilizations may be deliberately erased?
Or even something otherworldly.
That too. An alien connection, maybe.
It's really remarkable how a legend can just shift like that over time, from a specific ceremony to this idea of a whole hidden empire in everyone's imagination.
So true.
Our mission today really is a journey not just for physical gold, but, well, for knowledge.
Right.
We'll be trying to sift through all these layers, the myth, the history, pull back the curtain a bit on what might actually be under that shiny surface.
Challenging what you think you know about one of the most enduring mysteries out there.
Precisely.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. The legend. It doesn't actually begin with a city. It starts with El Hombre Dorado, the Golden Man.
That's the key, the origin point.
Think 16th century Colombia. The Muisca people, Spanish conquistadors, always hungry for riches. They hear these tales. A sacred ritual at Lake Guatavita.
A very specific place.
A new Muisca chief. He covers himself in sticky resin, then dusts himself head to toe in fine gold powder.
Literally gilded.
Then sails out on a raft, center of the lake, dives in, washes the gold off, and emeralds, gold artifacts, all thrown into the water as offerings.
A deeply spiritual act for the Muisca. Not about wealth as the Spanish saw it.
But here's where it gets interesting. How fast that narrative shifted. This golden man
Instantly becomes something else in the Spanish mind.
Yeah, the man becomes a kingdom. The kingdom becomes this legendary city. Then a whole hidden empire lost somewhere in the jungles.
And the more they failed to find it.
The bigger it got. More tantalizing. It just grew and grew.
Which immediately makes you question, was this story ever meant to be taken literally? As a place overflowing with gold?
Probably not, from the Muisca side.
For them, and many indigenous cultures, gold was different. Sweat of the sun, tears of the moon, sacred stuff.
Spiritual energy, not cash.
Exactly. The rituals were about connecting with the divine, making offerings to the gods of the lake, the mountains.
So the golden man, the lake offerings, maybe they're fragments, like pieces of a deeper symbolic truth.
A kind of coded memory, perhaps, something humanity forgot or just completely misinterpreted through this lens of greed.
It's such a stark contrast, isn't it? The indigenous reverence versus the conquistadors just seeing dollar signs or, well, gold signs.
That clash absolutely fueled the obsession.
An obsession that cost so many lives. You think about figures like Gonzalo Pizarro, Francisco de Orellana, leading hundreds into the Amazon.
Into the deepest, most brutal parts.
And the cost.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So few came back.
The stories they told, harrowing.
Jungles that literally swallowed men whole. Endless rivers, starvation, betrayal, madness.
Just horrific conditions.
Yet, despite all that horror, they also brought back these glimpses, little sparks.
Tantalizing hints, yeah.
Golden idols and empty villages, reports of shining cities seen way off in the distance, trails that seemed to promise treasure.
Just enough to keep the dream alive.
It wasn't all just smoke and mirrors. It was enough to make the next expedition seem worth it. Necessary, even.
Which makes you wonder.
Yeah, how could the Spanish crown justify this? Pouring resources into these seemingly doomed expeditions? Was it just delusion?
Or did they genuinely believe they were onto something substantial, even if they misunderstood what it was?
That's the question, right?
It is. And if you connect it to the bigger picture, the historical context, why did so many people, even governments, risk everything for something supposedly non-existent?
It wasn't just rogue adventurers.
No, the crown sanctioned these searches. And honestly, the hunt never really stopped. There are still whispers today, Expeditions quietly looking in the Amazon shadows.
So, wow.
That persistence, centuries of it, keeps the mystery burning. It makes you, the listener, really think about what those early explorers might have actually seen or heard.
Something must have convinced them.
It strongly suggests there's more to it than just a cautionary tale about greed.
Definitely. And what's amazing now is how archaeology is changing our whole view of the Amazon. That idea of an empty wilderness.
Completely wrong.
Totally wrong. Beneath the canopy, archaeologists are finding, well, evidence of huge, complex societies.
Vast earthworks, ancient roads.
Geometric cities, all hidden for centuries, just swallowed by the jungle.
Incredible discoveries.
So it makes you ask, could El Dorado have been one of these? Maybe a capital city of some lost Amazonian civilization.
It's a very real possibility. Destroyed by conquest, maybe? Or plague, war?
Maybe the ruins are still there, hidden, guarded even, by tribes who know exactly where it is but won't tell outsiders.
For reasons we can only guess at.
Right.
But let's push that idea. There's a bolder theory. What if El Dorado wasn't destroyed? What if it was hidden? On purpose.
Hidden? Why?
Not to protect gold, necessarily, but to protect knowledge.
Knowledge. What kind of knowledge?
Think advanced metallurgy, maybe?
Hmm?
Astronomy that tracked stars with incredible precision. Engineering far beyond what we think pre-Columbian people could do.
Wow.
Some sources suggest certain indigenous glyphs, dismissed as just decoration, actually map complex star events centuries before accepted knowledge. El Dorado could have been where they kept this understanding.
If that came out.
It could rewrite everything we think we know about human progress, about the timeline of civilization itself. The idea is they had insights too powerful, maybe too dangerous, to leave lying around.
Which brings us back to the gold itself. Why gold? Why was that the focus?
Good question.
For the Spanish, easy answer, wealth, power, greed.
Standard motivation.
But for the Muisca, the Inca, Maya, Aztec, it was sacred, sweat of the sun, spiritual energy.
Completely different value system.
But this reverence for gold, it pops up everywhere, doesn't it? Egypt, Mesopotamia, South America. Is that just coincidence? Or something? Like a global ancient understanding.
A deeper connection, perhaps. And this universal focus on gold, it leads some researchers down a really fascinating, if controversial, path.
Uh-oh, where are we going now?
The ancient astronaut theory.
Ah, okay. Extraterrestrials interacting with ancient humans.
Exactly. That hypothesis offers a radical way to look at these myths. Think about gold's properties.
Okay. It doesn't tarnish, conducts electricity.
Extremely well. It's incredibly stable, resists corrosion even in extreme conditions, perfect for long-term data storage, maybe.
Well,
shielding sensitive instruments.
We use it in spacecraft now, right?
Well,
electronics?
We do. For its inertness, its reflectivity. So
Yeah.
what if El Dorado wasn't just a rich kingdom? What if it was a vital mining hub, a supply depot?
For visitors who needed gold. For technology. Survival, even.
Possibly. And those offerings at Lake Guatavita, maybe not for mythical gods in the sky, maybe for highly advanced beings, gods of flesh and blood who came from the stars.
That really flips the script on ancient rituals, doesn't it?
It makes you rethink everything.
And the El Dorado story, it didn't just fade away with the conquistadors, it went underground almost, into secret archives in Europe.
Took on a new life.
You find references and writings from groups like the Freemasons, the Rosicrucians, these mystical, esoteric societies.
They saw something symbolic in it.
Some took it literally, though. Like El Dorado was the last bit of Atlantis, that lost civilization.
The source of ancient wisdom.
Others saw it more symbolically. A hidden spiritual plane, a Shambhala of the West, like the myths from Asia. The Amazon not as a grave, but as a veil.
Hiding humanity's greatest secrets.
But imagine, what if someone did find it? What would they uncover? A library of golden tablets. Histories older than Egypt.
Unknown machines, maybe.
Wow.
Star maps showing, well, not just our place, but maybe where others came from.
That's mind-blowing.
And that leads right into the core conspiracy theory. What if someone did find it? Explorers, governments, maybe these secret societies.
And they suppressed it.
Exactly. Not to protect anyone, but to hoard the power, the knowledge for themselves.
Because revealing it would be too disruptive.
Too dangerous. It could shatter our whole understanding of history, technology, our place in the cosmos.
And the Amazon itself helps keep that secret, if it exists.
It's vast, hostile, still barely mapped. Official archaeology is slow, careful work, but we already see those geometric patterns in satellite images.
Finds of ancient earthworks, yeah.
But then you hear these whistleblower accounts, claims of secret expeditions, military-backed teams disguised as researchers,
Right.
photos of strange ruins taken, then vanishing from public records. Connect that to things like NASA allegedly doing aerial surveys, focusing not just on trees, but on anomalies. Shapes too perfect to be natural.
So the suggestion is El Dorado might have already been found, excavated in secret.
It's an unsettling possibility, isn't it? That the world is told it's a myth, while the truth is locked away somewhere.
Deeply unsettling. But okay, let's push one more time. Another radical idea. What if El Dorado wasn't a city, but a landing site?
A landing site
For those gods, maybe. Think about the gold rituals, the shining temples. Were they beacons, signals for someone to return?
Like a cosmic airport.
Maybe. And the Golden Man ritual, covering yourself in reflective gold, mimicking the radiance of the gods, a way to communicate.
Not coronation, but communication. Interesting.
What if the visitors didn't just leave myths? What if they left technology? Something meant to be found or awakened when the time was right. El Dorado not as treasure, but as a switch to be flicked.
That's a wild thought, but it also brings up a darker question.
Go on.
What if the legend isn't really about wealth or even lost knowledge, but about destruction?
How so?
Look at the historical impact. The myth drove empires mad, fueled conquest, slavery, genocide, lured countless people to their deaths in the jungle.
A destructive force in itself.
Maybe El Dorado was never meant to be found in the way the Spanish looked for it. Maybe the whole story was a kind of trap, a warning to keep the greedy chasing shadows, missing the real point.
Or maybe it was real, and finding it was the disaster.
That's the chilling alternative. What if those who found it unleashed something they couldn't control? A disease, societal collapse, technology they couldn't handle.
So El Dorado still exists, but as a warning.
A city of warnings. A monument to uncontrolled ambition and its consequences. That's a powerful image to leave you with.
El Dorado. Wow. The word alone, it still sparkles, doesn't it? Temptation. City of riches, kingdom of the sun. A myth that just won't die.
It really persists.
We've gone from a Muisca ritual to Spanish obsession, from hidden civilizations and ancient knowledge to potential cosmic connection.
Then cover-ups, warnings. It covers so much ground.
It really does.
What really stands out, I think, from this deep dive? The true treasure of El Dorado. Probably not gold you can spend.
Right.
Maybe it's the memory, a memory of lost civilizations, advanced technology, maybe even beings from somewhere else who were here once.
A forgotten chapter of our own story.
Exactly. And somewhere in that vast Amazon, maybe under the trees, maybe deep in a sacred lake, the truth of El Dorado might still be waiting.
Not a treasure chest.
No.
Not a ruin even, but maybe a mirror, showing us just how little we really know about where we came from.
And how much more there is for you listening now to discover.
So much more.